Well, spring has officially arrived, and we welcome in the warm weather on today's show with highlights of LTU men's lacrosse, women's lacrosse, men's soccer, cross country, and so much more. Welcome into the LTU Sports Report. I'm Jason Ross Jr. Today's show is presented by Lawrence Technological University and sponsored by Henry Ford Sports Medicine. Well, the days are getting longer and the weather is getting warmer, so why not kick off the show with some outdoor cross-country highlights?
We had a pre-conference meet race today. It was just a 4K. Our team did pretty well. We only had 4 of us today, but we finished pretty strong. We all ran good times. The boys did good as well.
So we've run here before. We ran here in the fall a little bit. So we knew the loop, we knew the course. So that was definitely a good thing coming into today.
It was a slow race today, but we placed very well and can't be mad about anything, especially with this course. Everyone's not gonna like the big hill that we have to run up 4 times for the guys, 2 times for the girls, and that just takes a lot out of you, but overall, it's a good course. We need to work on our mental strength this course. It's very hard to race fast and go up a giant hill, and going into conferences, we have to have a mental strength of being tough and fighting.
Our Blue Devil men's and women's lacrosse teams made their home debuts at Blue Devil Stadium in front of fans last Saturday. Let's check it out.
The Lawrence Tech men's lacrosse team looks to get their first win of the season against the Indiana Tech Warriors. What a roller coaster ride it has been for the Blue Devils as they lost some key pieces just prior to the season starting. Back at Blue Devil Stadium for the first time in 3 years, can the Blue Devils pull off the upset? The start of the game was very competitive as the Warriors would jump out to a quick 2-0 lead. It would be the freshman Eli Lozinski who would come back with 2 quick goals of his own to tie the game at 2 late in the first quarter. However, the Warriors would score 2 more times in the last minute of the first quarter, LTU down 2-4 at the end of the first. Lawrence Tech unfortunately would fail to score in the second quarter and would be down 6-2 going into the break. Coming out of the halftime, LTU would have an uphill battle to climb as the Warriors would score 5 of the next 7 goals. The Warriors got the best of the Blue Devils as Lawrence Tech would drop this one 17-5, the final score.
It's definitely frustrating when you see balls going out of bounds and stuff, but it being a young team, positive reinforcement, hold people accountable, tell them to get on the wall, doing stuff outside of practices, and kind of pressuring them as a defender, pressuring the offense, making them get ready for the pressure that's going to be in the games.
It's time for conference play as the Lawrence Tech women's lacrosse team takes on the Crusaders of Madonna University. The Blue Devils season has gotten off to a slow start as the ladies in blue have yet to win a game. Although their level of play has been high, they have been struggling to close out a game. But after some much-needed practice time, have the Blue Devils worked out their kinks? Let's find out. Starting in the first half, the Blue Devils would jump all over Madonna, scoring 7 straight goals. The Farmington Hills native, Abby Smentuski, would lead the Blue Devils with 3 goals in the first half. LTU has a 7-2 lead into the break. Coming back from the break, it would be an all-around team effort as 6 of the Blue Devils would find the back of the net. The leading goal scorer on the night was the senior Ashley Sherry with 5 goals. Lawrence Tech would come out on top in this game with the 17-4 final.
I think we had a rocky start. I think we had some issues taking care of the ball, but second half we regrouped, brought it back together, and we played our hearts out and had a good game.
To do better next game, we're just going to fix those little mistakes, and we're going to get the ball in the back of the net, and we're going to keep going hard until nationals.
Here on the Sports Report, we love to showcase the interests of our intriguing student athletes, so let's head to our first Get to Know segment of today's show.
I'm McKenna White. I'm the year 2024 and I play women's soccer. My favorite TV show is The Office because I love Michael Scott and he's really funny. My favorite kind of animal is a penguin because they live in the South Pole and I think that's pretty cool. My celebrity crush is Michael B. Jordan because I liked when he starred in Black Panther. My favorite vacation spot is South Africa because when I went there I got to see a bunch of different animals and I thought that was pretty great. My favorite musical artist is J. Cole because I think he raps about real life stuff and I think he's really inspirational.
We still have plenty more to come on today's edition of the LTU Sports Report, but first let's go to a message from our friends over at Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
If you're a high school athlete with the dream of playing college sports, Lawrence Technological University wants you to recruit yourself. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports, including its newest additions, competitive cheer and dance, esports, women's hockey, and men's and women's track and field. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Welcome back into the LTU Sports Report. Well, the programs here on campus are in what feels like a perpetual state of growth, and esports is certainly a part of that here at Lawrence Tech. The program that is set to begin play in the fall of 2021 recently made a new signing. Let's check it out.
Welcome to the esports team. What high school did you attend?
I went to New School High in Plymouth, Michigan. Went there for 2 years after I went to the Plymouth Canton Educational Park. Home school was Plymouth, but switched to New School High for a smaller, more comfortable.
Tell me about why you chose LTU.
Chose LTU because more their approach on where I want to go into. I want to go into game design and make games for a living. I heard a lot of good things about the curriculum for game design here, so that's where I was like, I'll go there.
Can you tell me what you're most excited about in joining the esports team here at LTU?
Playing against other great players, improving my skills in all games, getting to know more people, making more friends.
And also, what game are you looking most forward to competing in?
I'm looking most forward to Overwatch. I play a ton of Overwatch. It's one of my favorite games. I'm also looking forward to Valorant too.
So I'm really excited to bring you on here at LTU. It was awesome to find you on stream, so I'm really excited to be able to help promote you and be able to add you in as a second, actually, new incoming player. So welcome, Cole, to esports.
Thank you.
The LTU men's soccer team hit the road on Tuesday in search of their first win of the spring portion of the 2020-21 season. Let's hit the highlights.
New season, 3 games, 3 points. Get out there and get it. Let's fucking go.
The Lawrence Tech men's soccer team hit the road on Tuesday night to take on U of M Dearborn. This game was played at Riverview Gabriel Richard High School. The Blue Devils looking to end a 3-game losing streak, and they'd get on the board with just over 18 minutes to play in the first half. Alberto Morera gets a foot on it, and the junior scores his first goal of the season. He puts Lawrence Tech up 1-0. U of M Dearborn looking to even it up just 30 seconds later. Josiah Yoder with a great look, but the shot goes off the crossbar, keeping it a 1-0 game. LTU trying to add another just before the half off the corner. The Utica Eisenhower grad Marco Ruffino's header is denied by U of M Dearborn keeper Austin Dukes. So Lawrence Tech remained on top 1-0 at the break. Early second half now, off another corner. It's the freshman mechanical engineering student Alex Fernandez getting his head on it for his third goal of the campaign, and that would ice it. Lawrence Tech ends its 3-game losing streak, shutting out U of M Dearborn 2-0, your final score. Their next game is at home Saturday against Cleary University.
Felt great watching the guys finally get out there and get the ball in the back of the net because it was, 260 minutes without an actual goal. Very happy about that. The coaching staff worked hard and the players worked their butts off and did a great job.
To get a win finally after 3 games of losses, it feels really good. The boys pulled through today. The boys have been working hard. We've been really hungry for this first win, and we're very happy to get it finally.
We played as a team, and we've had a rough start to the season, but this is a good confidence booster to keep going, and all we can ask for is the boys keep pushing and work hard.
Thankfully, we're hosting the NAI at our home center at 5 Star Lanes, and we're looking pretty good going into that. Pretty confident in what we can achieve there.
We are very familiar with the center that we're bowling in, so we're going to try to take that one home. So that's what we're going to be preparing for the next couple of weeks.
And it doesn't matter who we're bowling against. We have to be able to execute those good shots. And you know how it is. We move from lane to lane. The conditions change. But if you don't execute a good shot, you struggle. You do, you're going to win.
There's going to be a lot of good teams, but we'll definitely be ready for them.
Mark your calendars for LTU's first ever Day of Giving. It's on April 14th and is a fundraiser for students, scholarships, programs, and more. Last but not least, our final segment on today's Sports Report episode features another Get to Know segment for one of our student athletes here at LTU.
My name is Peyton Hetty. I am a senior and I'm on the women's varsity volleyball team. My favorite kind of animal is an elephant because the baby elephants, even though they're huge, they're super cute, and I just think elephants are super gentle. My favorite music artist would have to be, well, it's a group, it's the band Train. It's because they sing my favorite song, Drops of Jupiter. My celebrity crush is Ryan Reynolds because I think that he's hilarious and he's super good looking. My favorite vacation spot would have to be Treasure Island, Florida, because it's just this cute little town in Florida, and it's super quaint and cute and has a lot of good places to go and eat. My favorite TV show is That 70s Show, and it's because it kind of reminds me of my group of friends and it's really funny.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of the LTU Sports Report. As always, we're so grateful to have you in studio with us today. Don't forget to follow along with everything LTU Athletics at LTU Athletics on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And don't forget about the Blue Devils In-Depth podcast, which features stories on LTU athletes throughout your different various sports on campus. That's on the different podcasting platforms featuring Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so much more. Once again, so grateful to have you with us for another edition of the Sports Report. I'm Jason Ross Jr. Have a wonderful weekend.